the 10 domains of life, one of them is the love and romance, which I keep saying, or I have kept saying, that we're going to wait to get to. So you definitely do not want to miss this session. And please do remember to subscribe to this channel so that we can be able to produce more for you. And then also leave a comment, tell us what you want to hear more of, what you'd like us to do more of, and ask us questions so that we can be back to answer them. Again, I'm here with Michael Ohiniefa, whom I have been married to. Oh boy, I've done really well. I've been married to for 19 years in a few days. In a few days will be 19 years. And he did say that his greatest achievement was getting me to say yes. So I want to start this conversation from there as we talk about love and romance. First and foremost, score yourself on a scale of 1 to 10, where 10 is the highest.
For which one?
Love and romance.
With you looking at me, it makes it very tricky.
Why?
Love and romance. Maybe a 6.5, 7.5.
Why?
That range. Well, the love and romance. The love is deep. Mm-hmm. The love is there. And the love is strong. Mm-hmm. But the romance
is romancing.
It's not romancing the way it should romance. So we'll have to work on that. I think what makes love grows is the romance, the constant nurturing of the relationship. And you and I sometimes get so busy that we tend not to play emphasis on the romance. And so that's how come I leave a big room for improvement when it comes to that. So I know that intellectually, professionally, and others, we support each other fully. But when it comes to pay more attention to the romance side, being intentional, we've instituted a number of measures to increase the romantic aspect of our lives. But unfortunately, we are not able to do them for one reason or the other. And so there's room for the romance part. As for the love, I think it's forever, it's eternal, and it's till death do us part. But we need to work on the romance.
Explain that. So people say, the reason I say explain that, a lot of people throw a number of cliches around. So when you say the love is deep, it's everywhere. Open your WhatsApp page and you see somebody with a picture saying the love is deep. And for me, I'm not a cliche kind of person. So explain what you mean by the love is there, the love is deep, and then...
Well, when I say the love is deep, I do not mean it as a cliche. I mean it from the bottom of my heart.
The heart of your bottom?
Yes. And that is how comes how people say the love is deep, because they literally refer to the bottom of their heart. But really, the way I approach my relationship with you is a mindset issue, and that's what I say, that the love is forever. For me, the love that I have for you, the love that I have for my wife is, and it's non-negotiable.
Suddenly, you made the you and the wife sound separate. All right, I'm listening.
You know you are the wife, right?
I'm thinking. Now I'm beginning to wonder.
Oh, you are not sure.
I'm not sure where I fit in the you and the wife conversation.
I zoom onto the marriage certificate. All right, so when I say that, really, it's a mindset issue for me. A mindset of, this is the woman that I have taken to have and to hold, to cherish and to hold forever. And that's that mindset that I operate from. And so if ever there could be 100% score for love, I think I will place it there, because it's a forever thing for me. There's no if, there's no but, there's no unless, there's nothing. It's locked, and that's it. Yes, of course, there will be the ups and downs, there will be the challenges and all of it. But for me, the mindset is that this thing is forever. There's no end to this. The only end is when one of us is in the coffin. And so when I say deep, if there could be deeper, I would actually go there, because for me, the mindset is locked. Of course, in the relationship, there are then other issues that need to be worked on. And that is what we call romance. So the being intentional in nurturing the love so it grows. Being intentional in forming a deeper bond is what I say there's more room for improvement. And I need to work on that.
So which specifically are you working on?
Why do you want to
I
ask
want to
these
know
kind of
now.
questions? These are
All right.
questions you ask after a heavy meal of banku and okra stew. Not
Oh, but
sit
you've had
here
wachi.
and that's a secret. Don't tell everybody.
So no, seriously. When you say that that's your greatest achievement is getting me to say yes, what does that mean?
Well, I didn't mean it that way.
But explain. Still.
That's it. Now, how do you want me to explain that?
Oh, you have to explain. But the people must understand the context in which you said it.
It's that. However you
Michael,
understand it, take it.
Stop running away
Next
from the questions. You're spoiling this conversation.
Next question.
Michael, you're spoiling this conversation.
Next question.
Okay. What are some of the things that, in your opinion, so you talk about the romancing is not romancing properly. What are some of the things that you would say constitutes romance for you?
I think romance is a personal or individual thing. What one couple or one half of a couple considers romantic might not be. So romance is personal. It's a customized a la carte. It's not buffet. So,
it's so failing at this.
So that's let's lay the context. Let's lay the background for that. Now, so having said that, for me, in terms of romance, it's about you, how you like to be loved, the kind of things that nurture you, the kind of things that give you energy, the kind of things that make you come alive. That, for me, is what I need to do. And then you also doing what I consider what makes me come alive, what makes me feel nurtured. So it goes both ways. I know you like solitude, quiet, intimate moments. Having conversations like this. That's
actually, these are the kinds of conversations we have at home. This is like not
sitting.
This is like normal everyday conversation.
Yeah. So for you, the kind of being in very quiet, serene places and just talking, for you, it gives you energy. And as I said, the busyness of our lives that do not give us the room, because we work on Sundays, we work on Sunday nights, we work on Saturday. But
in fact, we're supposed to be on holiday as we record this.
We have agreed to still create time for the nurturing. And we need to work on that. And so for me, I will score myself higher on love and romance when I know that I am doing the kind of things that give you energy. We can also, even at home, now I'm thinking about it, that we can create some spaces at home that can give us that same intimate solitude, talking, quiet moments that help. So we'll be working on that.
How?
So we'll be working on
How?
That. I'll be working on the board of directors.
How specifically? See, we're trying to help people as well.
Nana.
So
No, I'm
you're
just
working
saying
with
that
who,
knowing
Nana?
knowing you. What I'm saying, you see, I started by saying that romance is an a la carte conversation. You like quiet.
So essentially what you're saying is that for everyone, you need to get to learn to understand what
works.
constitutes
That's
romance for you, what
Yes.
constitutes love for you.
Yes.
And then you need to be able to name it, which is
Yes.
important, because then otherwise one cannot identify
Yeah.
with it. So you need to be able to name it. And when you've named it, you need to be able to discuss how to make it happen
That's
for each party, knowing that. So some people call it the love language. But the love language is not simply saying that the person likes to be given gifts, so then you just give gifts to the people. These are some of the understanding and the underscoring of what that means. So there's always a deeper meaning to what that is. So just to
Precisely.
precisely, Ujani, I don't know.
Okay,
So,
answer the question.
what is your greatest pet peeve when it comes to this marriage?
What is pet peeve?
Let me put it differently. What do you like about your relationship with me?
A number of things. One is the larger than life thinking. That both
You know,
of
this is the
us
first time I've
are
seen you
passions.
like playing and with your ring and stuff like
No, I'm
that.
not. This is what I've done.
Ah,
I'm counting.
okay. Ah,
So, one is larger like the ambitions we have for humanity, for Africa. I think the very first meeting that you and I had in life, it came out very clear that both of us had big ambitions. We thought beyond ourselves. We wanted to make the world better through initiatives. And 21 years down the line, we are still pursuing some of them. Some of the conversations we had 21 years ago, we are still pursuing that. And I think that bonds us together larger than any other thing. Our curious seek for knowledge is another common denominator. And I remember one of the things that got us close was by exchanging books that we have read and characters and lessons from these books. And I remember we used to just say, have you read this book? No, I have it. Okay, I'll give it to you, and that kind of thing. So I think that shared love for new knowledge, for making other people's lives better, is one key thing that has helped us to stay together all these years. I also have said it severally that your support for my ideals and what I do, it's also one of the things that have kept us going. That you've been extremely selfless in the push that you've given to Lead Afrique, even before you quit your work to work in Lead Afrique formally. The sacrifices you made, giving us your car to travel and all of that. Not many women fully support their partners like that. And I think that must be said about you and that unflinching support for the work that we do as Lead Afrique. It's been tough at certain times because what we are running is a non-governmental organization, it's a social enterprise. An enterprise doesn't make money a lot from its core operations. And for sacrificing and seeing to the growth of this business in the last 10 years, I think that's something that ought to be commended highly for going thus far with me. And there's just something about us at a certain higher level that, I don't know, it's difficult to put into words some of these things. Maybe a French word, a Spanish word, but
Chachi. But it sounds to me as I'm listening.
Something that we can't place a finger on, but it's there. We feel it. And for me, I think that is what is keeping us going.
As I'm putting myself in the shoe of the person watching or listening to us now, and I'm just thinking that it almost sounds as if the relationship should have stayed in the friend zone, in the friendship zone.
Why?
It sounds, because everything is about mindset. Everything is about...
Why can't a couple share the same mind?
No, I'm not saying you can't share the same mind.
So
but it almost sounds as if the relationship could have thrived in a friendship zone.
It would have
So
created
what
problems.
it could have easily thrived in a friendship zone. So
No.
what made it shift into a romantic space?
If he had stayed in a friendship zone,
Mm-hmm.
it would have created problems for whoever would have become your partner and whoever would have become my partner.
Why?
Because at the core,
Mm-hmm.
when we want to think big and high, it wouldn't have been with your partner, it would have been with my partner. Because when you need to really do stuff, then the first person who come to mind will be Letitia, the first person who come to mind will be Michael, to create problems for you. So it is exactly where it should be.
Again, mind. Like, so it's all at the head level.
No. The third thing I said, that there's something that we share, that keeps us together. And it's difficult to actually name that. It's difficult to actually name that because through all the changing scenes of life, through all the ups and the downs, through all the challenges and everything, there's still that bond, that connection, that glue. And I'm saying that thing is difficult to name.